Good morning. How are we all feeling on this? What's here? A cold and frosty morning. We have a nice frosty garden, and everyone's had to scrape their cars this morning on their way out. And I've had to whop my heater up because it's a bit chilly in here. But it's Friday. Hope you've all had a good week. I think this week has had its challenges, but we've made it to Friday morning, and I think we'll do what's best to do when the world seems full of challenges, and that's we'll head to the craft room and have a bit of a play. So, what have I grabbed to have a play with this morning? I have grabbed the Hearts and Kisses. Morning Beryl, morning Jackie. I can see Em's picture up there. Morning Em. Morning to anybody that's joining us. Do come on and say hello. Let's have a bit of hearts and kisses. Let's send out some love into the world this morning. It feels like a place in need of some love. I thought I'd also actually dig out, and this is my big pile of 6x6 paper that you get if you join Stampin' Up during celebration. So if you join and you get your starter kit, this is the pack you get. So I think I might grab that Poppy Parade paper from there. We'll see what we fancy doing with that in a minute. If I turn that over, you can see there the 4 different patterns that you get in this paper. I'll lay that on the top there. So the Hearts and Kisses bundle, it's a stamp set, a cling stamp set that's got a bit of sort of dimension in the stamps. When you stamp it, you get sort of like this multi-tonal effect, sort of almost watercolour washy type effect. Really cute. So we've got the stamp. I love this Happy Galentine's Day. Never mind sending cards to the guys in your life, send them out to the girls as well. You go girl. You've got the lipstick, you've got the lips, you've got the heart, you've got this nice sort of swoosh just there, and then you've got a punch that goes with it that will punch out that little heart, and will also punch you out some Sealed with a Loving Kiss big lips. Morning Lisa. So what shall we play with our stamp set? Decisions. I think it is decisions, isn't it? I think I'm going to go first of all with this nice lipstick. Let's take that to start with. I'm going to measure how tall that is. It is, the image itself is about 5.5 centimetres. So I think I'm going to cut a strip of card that is 6.5 centimetres. Let's see. Just checking my oddments of white to see what I've got in there. I don't think I've got anything quite wide enough. I'm just going to take a piece of Whisper White that is 6.5 centimetres wide, like that, and I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut it to 14.9. We might trim it down. We'll see how we go. We'll see how the mood takes us. Now, colour to do those lipstick cases. Don't know that I want to go black necessarily. I may pick up basic grey. So let's ink that up. Could have perhaps done this on our Stamparatus, but I'm going to start fairly central. So it's not quite black. Oh, that's a bit wonky. Let's going to bring it down a little bit nearer to me, I think. And should get one more in there. There we go, got a nice little row of lipstick cases. And then I think let's got an itchy back of my hand today. I don't know why that's so itchy. Let's take some watercolour pencils and let's colour in. What should we have? A bit of rich raspberry, that would work, wouldn't it? What else have we got? Oh, a bit of melon mambo there. Bit of calypso coral, we could have that, couldn't we? Starting to look like the makeup counter. I think that is more of a flirty flamingo type colour. So we'll have that one. I'm sure in here somewhere there is indeed a cherry cobbler. And we just need one more, so let's go sort of browny shade. As we can. I'll add a little bit of red into that, just to make it a reddy brown. Okay, there we have a nice row of lipsticks. Let's pop those in there. Oh, the back of my hand is really itchy. Don't know what that's about. Palms of your hands, that's about money, isn't it? Back of your hand, no idea. I think if we should add a little bit of colour into those lipstick cases. Decisions. Might go with a bit of balmy blue, just a bit of shading in the background there. I think we'll take some yellow and just highlight these sort of stripes across here. There we go. Let's cut. That's the right width. Let's score that and we'll make a real red card base. I'm going to dig around in my oddments to see. I have quite a lot of real red oddments. Let's make this 7 centimeters wide and yeah, I'm going to keep that at that width. I'm going to take another piece of Whisper White card. Let's come to I am going to trim that down a bit. I think I'm going to make this 14.4 by 10. Let's make this 14.4 and let's make this 14.4. I'm just going to trim a smidge off of this end and a smidge off of this end. Like that. Now we want something on our background. So we could go hearts, we could go lips, we could go big heart, little heart. Might be quite fun. To have some lips in the background. And I'll pick up real red because that's the colour we've got in our cardstock. I think we shan't need to come any further than that. Just going to have a bit peeping down there just in case that shows. Let's just mop up this background a little bit. We'll take a little scrap card. Let's do to trim this bit off the bottom. Let's punch out these. I think we're going to have a "You Go Girl." I think I will do that in black. Oh no, that's Sealed with a Kiss. That's not "You Go Girl." That's "You Go Girl." Sealed with a Kiss would equally have worked, really. Let's go with grey that we've used to stamp our lipstick in the first place. And let's just going to give that a bit of a tag. Let's stick that to some real red card. Oh, where has my glue gone? Aha, I remember what I did with it. Right, I'm going to stick that one to that one, covering up our wonky lipsticks on the back. That's it. Let's just trim that off that end. Now, just wondering, because I know I have some grey twine. Let's go with red and white ribbon. I'm going to wrap a little bit of that around the bottom there. Let's find our ribbon scissors. And oh, excuse me, bit of a tickle. Only had 1 cup of tea this morning, that's why. It's not good for your functioning just to have 1 cup of tea. Probably is actually much better for your functioning just to have 1 cup of tea. But, I'm used to having 2 at least by this stage of the morning. Let's put that on there. We'll have some dimensionals to rise that up. Going to put some dimensionals on the bottom of this. Butt that up against there. Do we need a little? Actually, I'm going to move that along just a smidge. Oh, stay. And we'll have a bit of a knot on the end there. Through you go. Do you like this ribbon? It knots quite nicely, ties bows quite nicely. Just have a little knot on there. And just decide whether or not we want our little lips on there too. Yes, I might do that with them. Tuck them underneath. And perhaps we'll have a, oh, no, not lips, hearts. Ooh, taking a snip out of that corner, that won't do, will it? But scraps of real red card are not an issue. So if any of you have too had a week that has had its challenges, here's a message for you. You go, girl. You can do this. So lots of lipsticks. So not a Valentine's at all, more of a solidarity, rah-rah, you can do this type week, type card. For yourself or for others. Stick it on your bathroom mirror. Okay, what else have we got that we can play with? I've not had a play with this here yet. I think we need to do that. Decisions. Are we going to go circle or oval? I think circle. Let's die cut. circle. Just again checking my scraps of white, but I think most of my scraps of white are actually long strips rather than anything that you're going to be able to cut a circle out of. So with this stamp set and punch bundle, we are actually doing a stamper stack coming up. That's due to go out next week, but if you do want to join in with that stamper stack, I'm happy to cut you a class, and if you want stamps and dies and things to go with it, stamps and punches to go with it, it might be that you might need to wait a little while before they come through, before I can send you those, or have them, order them and have them sent directly to yourself. But yep, if you'd like to join us for 6 cards, 2 each of 3 different designs using the hearts and kisses, then you will be very welcome. A nice fun card as we head towards Valentine's Day. I might go pink. Do I want to go flirty flink? Let's go flirty flamingo. So I might change my mind about what colour paper I'm going to use, because I think we'll still use some of our celebration paper. Yeah, let's have some flirty flamingo. Yet to decide which one, but we'll lay that there. We'll have some of that in a minute. I'm going to ink this up. Let's stamp it off first. Let's have a look and see what we think. Let's stamp it off. It is multi-tonal, isn't it? So no, I think I am going to go solid colour, because you do get light and dark shades within that anyway. It's rather fun, isn't it? I'm going to take these little hearts. I love these little hearts in here, and a block. Let's come in again with our flirty flamingo. Going to take I'm going to take the lips, and I don't know whether I want 1 or 2. Decisions. Let's punch them out and then decide. Where have you gone? Punch, there you are. Or might even go 3. Definitely going to bring in a wink of Stella. And give them a touch of gloss. Is that coming through? equally spritz them with shimmer paint. Trying to see if that has, yes it has. It's difficult sometimes in daylight particularly. It tends to be when it's got artificial light on it that it's the glimmer really springs to life. But let's add a bit of a shimmer and shine to those. That will also just change the tone slightly, make them slightly darker. Make sure we've got no pink on there. And those coming on the back there. Now, do we want squares or the dotty lines? We check, or the flowers. I quite like the dotty lines, I think. I think we'll go dotty lines. You actually have a little 4-inch, well, just under square card there. That would be rather perfect. So let's cut that paper down. Let me just check whether that is, it's probably 9.9. Yes, it is. I'm going to make this let's make it 9.4 square. So obviously 9.9 square because you can get 3 of those out of a sheet of A4 card. Just digging around and finding some white twine. I'm going to wrap that twice round here, so I'm going to leave myself enough of a tail to tie myself a bow with. I put my thumb there, so hold that in place, wrap that round twice. And then I'll tie my bow, and then I can fiddle with it to my heart's content in a moment as to where the bow is going to sit, etc. Hi Jane. It's been a week. It's Friday. There we go. So we're playing with the hearts and kisses, Jane, and the coordinating punch. We're sending some love out into the world because the world feels like it needs some right at the moment. So we've got some of our flirty flink, there's a new colour, flirty flamingo pink paper from the set that's available for anybody that joins up during celebration. You get all of the colours in all of these patterns, 200 sheets. It's going to keep you card making and busy for quite some time. So there we've got that stitched circle with that swoosh and some of those little hearts on it. We're going to put some of these. Yes, we're on second lockdown, and I think people are genuinely finding it harder this time because obviously we're midwinter, short nights, cold. Whereas, you know, in the spring we had unseasonably beautiful weather and people were able to get out into their gardens. Although it's a sunny day today. Today is a beautiful sunny day, very frosty, cold. But there's also been flooding in some parts of the country. It just is a bit of a tough time, isn't it? So those lips, although it's not showing up particularly well in this light, don't know if that shows up a bit. I've got a bit of Winker Stellar on there. As soon as you shine a bit of artificial light on it, got some lip gloss on those kissy lips. So I think that one we should have sealed with a kiss, but I might split it up. I think I'm going to stick with Flirty Flamingo. I think we're going to go monochrome with this card. So again, obviously you could send it to your beloved for Valentine's, but equally it could just be a card to send out to somebody just in need of a bit of a boost. If, like me, you've got friends working in the NHS, people whose family have got COVID. We tend to be degrees over here, Jane. I think we're about 3 or 4. I'm not sure what the temperature is this morning, but I don't think it's set to get very high. I think if we're lucky, it will get to 7. But when it's dry and it's sun is shining and it's bright, you can put your hat and your scarf on and your gloves, and you can deal with that. And they have threatened that we might have some snow on Sunday. There's been lots of snow in parts of Scotland and things. We haven't had any. I'm not sure that it's going to be enough to build a snowman though, which always feels a waste. If you're going to have snow, at least make it enough to build a snowman. Else, what's the point? So I've snipped that in half, and we'll have a sealed wither. And then I think I might tuck that. Do I want to tuck that under? There. That would work, wouldn't it? So if you've been following my blog and things, there's been quite a few Valentine's cards and things going up for various blog hops and things. Yeah, no building snowmen for you. We're never satisfied, are we? We're all going, oh, how lovely to feel the sun and be warm. And you're thinking, oh, build a snowman, that sounds like fun. Yeah, we're never satisfied. But unfortunately, we have to go with what we're given. Quite right, Emma. We need to be out here building snowmen. Just having a little look. Feel as if that wants a bit of... should we go pearls? Pearls were very much in abundance if you were watching the inauguration coverage. So perhaps we should have some pearls. Perhaps they're going to be an in thing. So we'll have a few little pearls on there. So there we go. Hearts and kisses. So not just for Valentine's Day. Also great for sending those little cards of support to let everybody know that, you know, you believe in them and you think of them, and whatever is going on, you can do this, girl. Yeah, so as I say, there is a stamper stack coming up using these. That means I've got to think of 3 more different cards. I have got one. Let's see if I can lay my hands on. Oh, I don't know whether I can. I did do another one quite recently, but I think actually that one may have been for a tutorial bundle. So if you are interested in tutorial bundles, I have got quite a few of those over on my website. You can either earn them by purchasing products from me, or you can buy them. So wherever you are in the world, it is worth checking out on my website, www.love-a-Duckie.co.uk. There's a whole host of little tutorial bundles there of different sorts for different themes, different suites, whatever, available to purchase and download as PDFs to give you inspiration for days, weeks, months to come. There's plenty there. So thank you for joining me. Sending you lots of love. You girl, sealed with a kiss. Sending love out there. And we will be back on Monday morning with something else to play with.